Hi folks, Kilt-Man here. Hope you're all doing okay. Got a little video for you here. Gonna show off something that's just arrived. My first unboxing video and my first reaction to something which I haven't actually seen in the flesh until now. So, what's in the box, Kilt-Man? What's in the box? Well, I'm going to tell you before I show you what should be in here, and if it isn't, I won't be very happy, obviously. Heads will roll. Now, you've seen me discussing American Werewolf in London and the other mask, which I got the other day, of the Nightmare Demon Werewolf. Inside here is the big werewolf, the genuine American Werewolf in London. The thing that terrorizes everybody in London, chowing down on the population. And this is made by Treat Studios, ToTs as they're called. A fella called, appropriately enough, Jeff Death sculpted it, and it was approved by Rick Baker, who was the special effects designer and makeup maestro on the film and got the Oscar for it. Now, the big werewolf that you see in it, the one that David Norton, the film's main character, turns into, goes on all fours. It's not like a bipedal, upright wolfman type thing, which Rick Baker actually wanted to do, because he, like myself, he prefers the more humanistic monster than the more bestial animal version. However, what he did come up with is pretty damn nightmarish and totally freakish and awesome beyond belief. And interestingly enough, he designed it, he modelled the look of the big werewolf on his own dog at the time, called Bosco, which was, what did he call him? A Keeshond, which unusual looking breed. Lying over yonder, you will see a husky. There, just there. And they look a little bit like these, only perhaps a little bit shaggier with more of a mane around the head. They're kind of cute. I mean, I googled them to have a look at what these things look like, because I thought, well, it must be a ferocious looking animal if you use that as the template to create the American werewolf. And no, they're kind of cute and cuddly, but I think that's more the colouring, because it's kind of like shot through with grey and silver, sort of cobalt sort of look, and it's unusual. And his dog would have had that sort of look, I presume. So anyway, let's open up this motherfucking box, hey, and let's see what's inside. Got my trusty skiing do. You know what that is? That's a traditional Scottish dagger that lives down your boot down there. You know, and you can pull it out when you meet ne'er-do-wells on the country lanes. Anyway, let's get this sucker opened. As he cuts right through the mask. Let's see. I actually ordered this from a company in the UK called Mad About Horror. That's where I get all my masks and a lot of the prop stuff from. So let's just see what we have in here. The usual sort of bump and yeah, receipts. Whoops. Let's get it all in. And here should be the big baby itself. So, Mad About Horror. Big thumbs up for them. Now, let's see if we can get into this. Bubble wrap. Gotta love bubble wrap. Hours of fun with that later. Can you see those freakish eyes looking out? Hello. Uh-oh. Roxy's waking up. She can sense there's another animal has arrived. Wow. as I say, this has been approved by Rick Baker, the guy who designed the thing in the first place. So, do you mind? I did think about keeping her out the room, but that wasn't going to work. She'd have just pushed the door open, she'd have come through the window. There's no way you're going to keep Roxy away from the fun. Go on, take the bag off, go on. Now, let's have a little look. So you've got your usual, do you mind? You have your usual labels from Treat Studios. This is the fully official licensed mask from their American Horror range. There's about 7, maybe 8 masks. This is only my second one from the American Horror. American Horror? Something else entirely. American Werewolf. Wow. Jesus Christ. That is one. Now his head's been squashed a bit in the packing, but whoa. Yeah, you're getting this. That's kind of aggressive. What he did as well, because John Landis, the film's director, only wanted the monster to be seen very, very briefly. Obviously, Rick Baker wanted his work to be showcased and shown off as much as possible, but when he got told, look, it's only going to be for a few frames, so he thought, hang on a minute, with the animatronics inside the head that I'm going to put in there, I don't want it to look stupid, it's got to look ferocious. So pretty much he designed the face to be ferocious anyway. There's one sequence towards the end of the film where Jenny Agutter runs down that dead-end alley. The London Armed Response Unit have got a firing line, pegged out. The wolf is down the far end, and she knows it's David who's become the werewolf, and she says to him, David, they're going to kill you. David, please, let me help you. I love you. And you see a close-up, very, very close-up on its eyes and face. And for a split second, it does recognise it. And that ferocious face just drops just for a second. And the eyes kind of soften. And then he smells blood and goes, Hurrah! And he gets shot to bits. But the point is that Rick Baker designed the face to be pretty much, pure rage and ferocity right from the word go. It was never meant to deviate from that. And this baby here, ooh, this very definitely reflects that, does it not? Look at them teeth, man. Look at them. Now, I am going to have to find something to put inside its head to keep it a bit fleshed out. My God. I am very, very impressed with this. Now you might guess that this was the most expensive one in their range. This one is pretty damn expensive. But as far as I'm concerned, it's well worth it. I mean, what I'm going to do with this, and it's kind of ambitious, I'm going to try to rig up a life-size dummy body. So I'll have an armature, a skeleton, and I'll put meat on its bones. You can get this fair, I can buy this fair. I'll stitch all that in, and then I'll stick the head on the end of it. So, Bob's your auntie's live-in lover, I'll have my own full-size American werewolf to go walkies. Yeah, look at its ears. That is fantastic. Now, I'll be honest, I had seen some video footage of people with this mask, and it didn't look that impressive to me in their videos. So whether they've done some work on it since, because it's been out for a while, this, and I've only just got around to picking it up. And to me though, that is absolutely splendid. The eyes are vivid and alive. the snarl, the contours, the detail on it. And the hair is magnificent. I mean, that is real good quality, that. I've seen some where it's a really straggly sort of mess. And this is beautiful. And the shading on it, the colours, the way it's, I don't know if you can tell in this light, but the silvery sheen to it is just glorious. You know? It seems a bit weird to be going, how beautiful is this? Look, it radiates just, you know, gorgeousness. It's beautiful when it looks like that. It's a monster. It's a monstrous werewolf. Let's just move that camera back up a bit. You know, one day I will get a proper sort of rig out for this with a proper mount, not blue tack, because it's sitting on a little blob of blue tack. So yeah, that is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, humanity is about to leave the building. Whoa. Snarl. Plenty of room in here. Yeah. I've only got a very small head. Right, that's buggered that up, hasn't it? So there we go. That's better. So let's just snip this label off. Some people keep the labels on. For the life of me, I can't understand why they would do that. Unless you're going to sell it on. And I ain't going to be doing that. So let's just snip this. There we go. And let's shove some bags inside. I'm going to try and keep the shape. Some people put these on busts. They get mannequin heads and stuff like that, you know. There's a lot of things you can use. Kitchen roll is perfect. The kitchen roll, the size of it, you just plonk it on. Looks great. I'm going to just use my trusty Mjolnir, and let's just see if we can get this to... Whoa. Look at him. Fee fi fo fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Now, something has gone slightly skew-if here with the fangs, the jaws. They've been squashed in transit, but I'll work on that. It'll be all right. It's nothing major. Now, I know I mentioned last time that you can do a fair bit of shading on these yourself. You know, a bit of an overhaul. But I'll be honest, I don't think this needs it. This is absolutely glorious the way it is. That is pure ferocious. And the way the snout comes out and the ears slope back, it gives it this very sort of streamlined, almost aerodynamic look to it. I don't know if you've seen, but there are full animatronic replicas of the American werewolf, full size, with working legs. These things actually fucking, you know, prowl around, and sweet Jesus, they are frightening to behold, but marvellous. This camera, damn you fucking camera, son of a bitch. Got a good view now, finally. Hey, it's me, I've been here all along. You probably saw my nose and my mouth moving, but all your attention should be on this guy, because this is the star of the show, and I'm well impressed. Great service from Mad About Horror. I'm still awaiting my Halloween 2018 Michael Myers mask, because sadly I put my pre-order in a little bit after everybody else. So half the friggin' world's walking around as Michael Myers, and I'm still waiting for mine. It hasn't even shipped yet, you know, because they haven't got the stock in yet. But hey, we've only got like 19 days now before the film comes out, and boy, you better be here by then, because this guy is going to be prowling around as Michael Myers. And then on Halloween itself, maybe yours truly could be this guy. Yeah. So, super impressed with that. Money well spent. I'm sure the wife agrees. Oh, put that down. And until next time. It should be very soon, I think. I'll have more to report on. But yeah, so there's the big guy himself. Oh yeah, the big thing that you can buy. It's something like 15 grand to get that. One day I'll have one of those. My version might even be better, who knows? And then I'll have a couple of broomsticks and like, I don't know, a dummy head on it or something like that in its jaws. Oh yes. Some joke shop werewolf paws, stick on them. Yeah. So anyway, till next time, keep it Celtic and have fun.